Caliban's War is book 2 of James S.A. Corey's The Expanse series. And if Leviathan Wakes was equal parts neo-noir and military thriller, this one is equal parts military thriller and white-knuckled political drama. The solar system is unraveling rapidly, and the story at the center of it is still achingly simple. Find a little girl who has been taken. That is what this series keeps doing. And it keeps working because The Expanse understands something that a lot of science fiction seems to miss. The biggest stories land hardest when they're anchored to the smallest ones. One thing I love about The Expanse is the clever little clues that you get in the titles of the books. Caliban is the monster from Shakespeare's The Tempest. Enslaved, misunderstood, existing in the space between civilization and something far more primal, neither fully human nor fully other. And that tension sits at the heart of everything this book is asking about the protomolecule, about what it does to the things it inhabits, about what humanity becomes when it encounters something that it cannot control and cannot categorize. On Ganymede, which is also the solar system's primary food source, Martian Marine Bobbie Draper watches her entire platoon get slaughtered by something that should not exist. On Earth, United Nations politician Avasarala is trying to prevent interplanetary war, using the only tools that she trusts: political warfare. Calling bluffs, making threats, moving behind the scenes like a specter with a chessboard. And on Venus, the protomolecule is doing something. Something profound and deeply unsettling, and nobody knows what it is. Bobbie and Avasarala are the new additions to this cast, and they are tremendous. Avasarala especially. She is blunt, brilliant, and occasionally infuriating. And she is also a perfect opposite to Holden. Where he tends to lead with his conscience, she leads with leverage. Watching them eventually occupy the same story space is one of the best pleasures of this book. Speaking of Holden, he is not at his best when this book starts. He's processing a lot of trauma, he's kind of really being a dickhead about it, and watching him work through that and recenter himself, rededicate himself to his humanity and doing the right thing is some of the best character work in this series so far. Holden and the crew continue to have my whole heart, and the romantic subplot between Naomi and Holden is handled with a level of maturity that the genre does not often afford its characters. One of my favorite things about The Expanse is that none of these people are special. They are not chosen. They are not gifted with abilities beyond their station. They are just people that are doing the best they can with what they have, while the universe becomes infinitely more complicated and terrifying around them in real time. These books hit hard emotionally. They make you think as the political webs are woven and untangled, and they grip you in their action because the stakes are high and they feel real. Caliban's War, we're only getting started. Bye.